state change is a huge thing. So physiology, jump up and down or something, focus on something different, and then give that whole thing a different meaning with the language that you're using. And that will ultimately change your state. The holidays are here, and you're probably stressed out. Whether it has to do with a family feud, cooking for 12 different people, which my mom is doing currently, or having to travel a far distance. I don't care what it is, there's usually stress involved with the holidays, and I'm here to help. I went to this event recently, Tony Robbins, which I referenced in my last video. I strongly suggest that you look into him because I've learned a lot from him, and I was able to add a lot of quality to my life because of him and what he teaches. And I learned this triangle of basically getting yourself out of a slump or a negative mood or stress. So I figured it'd be helpful if I explained this triad or this triangle so that you can apply it this week or next week, whenever you see fit, right? And it works. Let me tell you, it works. Apply it, believe it, it'll work. But you gotta give it your all, right? So I'm gonna switch over so that you can just see the triangle. I'm gonna draw it up for you so you can just listen along. And if you feel like it as I'm going along, you could pause the video and you could actually try what it is that I'm saying. So the bottom of this triangle is going to be physiology. And physiology is basically the foundation for whatever effective change that you're looking to make. If you're in a negative mood and your shoulders are slouched over, immediately as you put them back, you're going to feel some type of elevation in your mood. Jumping up and down, walking, I'm sure you've heard of if you go for a 10-minute walk, you can often reset how you're thinking about something. So physiology is number one. Physiology is the base for all change that you're looking to make. Approach things with this head-on, shoulders back type of attitude. And then once you change your physiology, you're going to move on to focus. And oftentimes when you're focusing on something, you're feeling it. So if you're focusing on a tragedy or a shooting that just happened, you're going to feel remorse for the victims. You're going to feel what it might have been like to be there, whatever negative feelings it may have been. Or if you're listening to Steve Jobs' success story and how he came to be what he is today and so influential, you're going to kind of feel enlightened. You're going to be like, damn, I want to attack things the way that this guy attacked things. You know, you're going to feel it. It matters on what you are focusing on. So whatever it is that you're focusing on right now, whether it be the fact that you're traveling to go meet this family member that you don't necessarily get along with, focus on something else. Focus on, okay, but his brother or the sister I do get along with really well, so maybe I could turn things around that way. And immediately you begin to get this momentum of positive change. So it goes physiology, then it goes focus. And focus equals feeling, and feeling is basically what life is. We make all of our decisions off of the emotions that we feel. The third thing, which is the right side of the triangle, is the language and the meaning that we give certain events. Oftentimes, I've heard throughout the books that I've read, the label that we give our experience often becomes our experience. So I put this to the test when people ask me how I am, and as soon as I interrupt my thoughts before I respond with that, I think over to, okay, how am I doing and how can I put this into a more uplifting style term and not over-exaggerating the feeling or under-exaggerating the feeling. And apply this when you're going out this coming weekend, or whatever situation you might be in. It might not even be related to the holidays. So number one, we have the base is physiology, which is the foundation of change. Number two, on the left side of the triangle, is focus, which equals feeling, and feeling equals life, basically, because that's how we make our decisions, off emotions. And number three is language, and basically the meaning that we give our experiences. And these three things will relate into changing our state. which is ultimately going to propel us to do different things that we want to take care of. So if you find this useful, I'd really appreciate it if you went below and just gave a like or a comment, whatever it might be. And like I say in just about every video, please do not hesitate to comment or reach out to me, because I really like interacting on a 1v1 level, because I can get more out of it and I can give more. I hope you enjoy your holidays, and I hope you apply these methods, because they really do work. I am 100% positive of it. It's not like I believe it, it's like I've actually lived it. I've made that happen. And state change is a huge thing.